फैमिली की जब भी बात होती है, स्पेशली फुल फैमिली, लाइक इमेजिन करें एक ही घर में सब पहुंच गए हैं, सो अलग फीलिंग्स आती हैं लोगों को. कुछ लोग ओह हाउ स्वीट, वेरी नाइस, इमोशनल हो जाते हैं. मैं जब पूरी फैमिली को इमेजिन करती हूँ एक साथ, तो मुझे सिर्फ स्ट्रेस आता है, सीरियसली, पर्सनली. और कुछ नहीं आता मुझे, क्योंकि मुझे पक्का से पता होता है कि अगर इन सारे लोगों को एक साथ एक घर में बंद कर दो, तो शुरू में तो हाय हेलो होगा, उसके बाद ये लड़ झगड़ के बाहर निकलेंगे. और यही है फैमिली, हमारी इंडियन फैमिली, चाहे सोलापुर में रहे या सियाटल में, कुछ चीजें बहुत फिक्स है जी हमारी. और एक ऐसी बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग फैमिली अपने सीजन 2 के साथ आ रही है आपको एंटरटेन करने के लिए, पॉटलक सीजन 2. और उसके कुछ किरदार इस वक्त मेरे साथ है. हाय साइरस, हाय ईरा.
हाय रानी.
हाय, हाउ आर यू?
आई एम गुड. सो ये बताइए, ये जो फैमिली वाली बात मैंने आपसे, आप रिलेट कर पाए इससे?
मैं तो हद से ज्यादा रिलेट कर पाया. मतलब मुझे तो और अगर आपकी पर्सनैलिटी की भी वेस्ट है, अगर आप वैसे भी थोड़ा ओवर थिंकिंग टाइप के, थोड़े वरीड इंसान होते हैं, तब तो आपको पता है कि कुछ ना कुछ होने वाला है आज. और क्या होता है कि बिल्कुल जैसे आपने कहा, इट्स दैट गैस पे पानी चढ़ा हुआ है, ऑलमोस्ट बॉइलिंग पॉइंट पे, फिर घी है फिर ऊपर, पर आपको पता है कहीं ना कुछ होने वाला है, कोई इमोशनल हो जाएगा, कुछ ड्रामा होने वाला है. बिकॉज family equations are like that, you have to survive them, and they are mad, and they are intense, and they are emotional, and we are all in the same boat. I think it's so nice if you can get to, जब भी मैं कहीं देखता हूँ जहाँ पे थोड़ा, जो मेरे ख्याल से डिसफंक्शनल तो नहीं यूज करूंगा, बट ड्रामेटिक फैमिलीज जो होती हैं, जो दिखाई जाती हैं, तब मुझे लगता है दिस इज नॉर्मल. डिसफंक्शनल, एवरीबॉडी कडलिंग, हेलो बेटा, और कोई सब एक दूसरे के पैर छू रहे हैं. मैंने कहा ये कौन है ये लोग, और मैं इनको क्यों नहीं जानता? There's a jealousy there. Isn't there jealousy at some level?
Not at all, Cyrus. I don't feel jealous of those people.
Ira, you want to add something?
No, I think what Cyrus says bang on. Basically, this whole thing of when families come together, there is everyone tippy-toeing, basically, celebration ho ya kuch. Sometimes it's a very sad occasion, sometimes it's a very happy occasion, but everyone is sort of tippy-toeing on their best behavior, but something or the other always erupts, and I think that's, like you said it very nicely, Rani, that in India especially, when you mention Solapur and Seattle, I think what's wonderful about Potluck is that it's reminding us constantly that we are this Indian family. You may become as modern, you may go wherever you're going in the world, you may become, co-parent, or you may be nuclear families, or you may be whatever you're doing. But basically, family is family, and it will pull you back and suck you in, and that Indian family is always going to be the Indian family, It's overbearing, it's emotional, it's, constantly on tenterhooks, erupting here and there. So that's who we are.
It's like a thing where something's about to happen. We don't know who's going to cause this drama, but something is about to happen.
Most likely it's Cyrus and Vikrant in this show.
No.
Well, talking about behavior, एक और चीज जो मुझे पर्सनली लगती है ना, कि आप फैमिली में कुछ भी बन जाओ, ठीक है, लेकिन फैमिली का सबसे समझदार इंसान मत बनो, बिकॉज उसके बाद सबसे ज्यादा बैंड आपकी ही बजेगी, चाहे आप सबसे छोटे हो, सबसे बड़े हो, बीच के हो, जो भी है, आप समझदार है, यानी पूरा स्ट्रेस आपने ले रखा है. सो अगर पॉटलक सीजन, मतलब पॉटलक फैमिली की,
समझदार लोगों की प्रॉब्लम भी ये है रानी, कि समझदार लोगों को लगता है कि वो लोगों को बदल सकते हैं. फैमिली हर घर के बाहर दीवार पे या दरवाजे पे लिख देना चाहिए कि यहाँ कोई बदलना नहीं चाहता. सबको लगता है कि उनकी वजह से ये घर चल रहा है. वहां से शुरुआत की जाए ना, तो बहुत मजा है. लेकिन
पॉटलक फैमिली की अगर बात करें, तो उसमें ऐसा कैरेक्टर कौन है जो सबसे ज्यादा परेशान है, क्योंकि बेचारा सबको समझ पा रहा है?
I would say Dhruv, no? Probably.
मुझे लगता है ध्रुव की मतलब अपनी बीमारी है. उसकी बीमारी ये है कि वो ना नहीं बोल सकता, तो he falls under the over agreeable, okay with everything person, but then that causes no change. मतलब कि हाँ ठीक है, वो किसी को ऑफेंड नहीं करना चाहता, जो बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है, क्योंकि वो छोटा भाई है, बाद में आया, वो बीच में रह गया थॉट पे कि उसको लगता है ये भी ठीक है, उसको लगता है ये भी ठीक है, he doesn't want to offend anybody, and when you don't want to offend anybody, then the problem is you die. You're the one who gets all the blame.
So dramatic. There you go, Rani. You die.
मतलब इमोशनली वो आप कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं ना, क्योंकि पिताजी कुछ कहते हैं, बड़ा भाई कुछ कहता है, ये कहती है, वाइफ कुछ कहती है, यू डोंट नो हु यू आर, एंड यू कैन फॉल इनटू the victim trap कि मैं बेचारा मैं क्या करूँ. But I think Dhruv is compassionate. I think your character Ira is very compassionate.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
To people, their life. She's invested in people, and I don't think she's an angry personality. So I think she's quite a compassionate person also.
So different from me.
Yeah.
No, I
it must be very difficult for you, Ira, to do this.
I know, right? I don't think. I think what you said, samajhdar to hai. You know, she's sort of holding the glue together, keeping it together kind of thing. But also because she's an outsider, you know, it's easy for her. She's the daughter-in-law at the end of the day, you know. So it's always easier for children will go at it with their parents. Parents will go at it with their children. But there's always a sense of one more layer of decorum that happens even with a sort of a daughter-in-law or a sister-in-law, whatever it is.
That's urban actually. That's urban. मतलब आप गाँव में चले जाइए वहाँ पर एकदम opposite होता है.
So hopefully we are trying. I love that because hopefully we are trying to break this urbanism.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, you have to show yourself. You have to bear your all, and that's what's lovely. Even the daughter.
Yeah. And Rani, I think. Yeah, culture की बात ना एक people are people and people have egos and people have interpretation. आपने कुछ कहा मैंने कुछ समझा. ये season of Potluck is interesting क्योंकि पहले में ये सब setup कर रहे थे कि कौन है कौन कैसा है और अब क्या होता है कि धीरे-धीरे it's like the first 25 minutes of a family meeting where everything is kind of little bit okay, then it starts getting a little crazy, and then people reveal themselves and their thoughts and their mindset. And that's interesting in this season because this season it opens out the aspect a little bit more on personality, on equation, on jealousy, on life, you know. And while everyone I think in Potluck also like other families is in denial कि भाई मेरे में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. सबको लगता है भी मेरे तो ठीक हूँ बाकी सब पागल लग रहे हैं मेरे.
बाकी पागल लग रहे हैं. अच्छा सच्ची बताओ मुझे जब सीजन 1 खत्म हुआ तब हल्का सा भी क्लू था या ये सीजन 2 भी आएगा इसका इरा? नहीं.
No, but I think I was telling somebody this in the last interview also. What I did feel, and I think all of us can say this, though we were also on tenterhooks and we didn't want to say it because, you know, why should we say it? When we got together the first time in season 1, there was something in that room about the energy of the creators, the energy of the writing, the energy of the cast, that I think all of us felt that this could be something cool. This could be something special. And I think at the timing also was very important because it happened our first season was shot in a bio bubble. We were shoved into a bio bubble, eating, sleeping, breathing, farting, everything together for 19 days during COVID. And the energy that created was also very special. And everybody needed, I think audiences, maybe you will agree with me here, that audiences and creators and actors and artists needed something like a release. You know, we needed a release after COVID, after the heavy, violent, dark stuff that we've been watching. I think this is something that we all really needed. So something about this came together, it clicked, it worked. So none of us expected it, season 2 or 3 or whatever. We don't know, we never knew, but we were delighted. I think we were pleasantly surprised and delighted by the response that the show got. And that has a lot to do with the chemistry of the cast, the writing, you know, the way the show came together. And I think that's got even, I mean, I would say without me sounding like it's my own show and blowing my own trumpet, I think it's got like much better in the second season, you know?
Nice.
I think that's what you can expect in the second season.
सोनिया लिव और उसके स्लाइस ऑफ लाइफ जो ड्रामास हैं सीरीज है उसकी मैं बहुत बड़ी फैन हूँ एंड मुझे लगता है ये लिखना सबसे ज्यादा मुश्किल होता है एंड उसमें भी मुश्किल होता है स्लाइस ऑफ लाइफ में भी फैमिली ड्रामा लिखना सब मुझे लगता है शायद मुश्किल इसलिए भी होता होगा क्योंकि जैसे अभी आपने सायरत कहा था ना कि हम सबको पता है ऐसा होता है बट टू स्टिमुलेट ऐसे क्रिएटिविटी है या कुछ अलग है उसके लिए कुछ ऐसा ढंचाक हो तो हमें लगता है कि यार ये अलग हो गई बट हर रोजमर्रा की चीजें हमें लगता नहीं कि ये लिखने लायक या दिखाने लायक या बताने लायक है ये तो लाइफ है Correct. और वहां पर वो जो क्रिएटिव राइटिंग होती है मुझे लगता है इट्स वेरी चैलेंजिंग सो हाउ इज द राइटिंग ऑफ दिस शो एंड हाउ लाइक यू आर जो स्टाइल इसका है बिकॉज इट्स वेरी अर्बन ये अलग है इट्स वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम गुल्लक you know because जब छोटे शहर की हम कहानी अगेन आई एम सॉरी मैं अपना क्वेश्चन मेरा थोड़ा ज्यादा लंबा हो रहा है बट जैसे अगर गुल्लक की बात करें मुझे ऐसा लगता है वहाँ एक प्लस पॉइंट ये है कि वहाँ पर कैरेक्टर्स के प्रॉप्स बहुत सारे छोटा शहर है, उनका एक तो उनका जो बात करने का लहजा है उसमें ही अपने आप में एक फन आ जाता है, उनके इंसिडेंट्स बहुत क्यूट होते हैं लोगों, बट एक फैमिली जिसमें एज सच कोई प्रॉब्लम है नहीं, आपको महीने के पैसे भरने के, बिल भरने के, या बाप परेशान हो रहा उसको नौकरी से, इस तरह की छोटी मोटी तकलीफें नहीं है, बट स्टिल यू हैव टू शो कि इट्स वेरी रिलेटेबल, must be very interesting.
It is because at the end of the day, like everything, especially in our country, people are like, अगर खाना मिल रहा है, छत है, तो फिर क्या रो रहे हो? But people have lots of their own little day-to-day dramas, and everything's not a major catastrophe. Like ये नहीं है कि कोई मतलब भयंकर प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है, लेकिन कुछ ना कुछ ड्रामे और कॉन्फ्लिक्ट और पर्सनल इक्वेशंस पे ही ये चल रहा है. And I was really taken aback when I saw the first Potluck, and it was released during lockdown, and we got a lot of great feedback from it. I was amazed because of the casualness of life. Right. Monday to Friday, every day is not some major trauma happening, which is a very easy writing sort of thing to do, ना कि एक बड़ा मुद्दा बना दो, फिर थोड़े 2-3 सब मुद्दे बना दो, so then there's a simmering problem happening. So I think you're right. It's tougher to sort of have conversations and things that happen when nothing major is wrong, but day-to-day equations and living life, just living life, I think में अपने पंगे चलते रहते हैं. Yeah. And you also want to keep it easy, and not, because at the end of the day, there is a magic to content which is, there is nothing major, huge and massive is problematic. And they do really well, and I think they've been written really well in the West also. And being part of those things is easy viewing, where, there's no serial killer roaming around in the back.
Yeah.
There's other problems people have. Like maybe you can do a whole episode on the fact that there's no water की टंकी में कुछ अटक गया और अब कोई नहा नहीं पाया, and that spirals into things. And at the end of the day, हमारे लाइफ में तो वही मोस्टली तो that's what's killing us ना. मैं तो अपने दोस्त को बोल रहा था, मुझे नहीं लगता कोई भयंकर काम होने वाला है, कोई मतलब बादल आएंगे और लाइटनिंग मुझे स्ट्राइक करेगी. मुझे लगता है कि एक ना एक दिन मेरा टोस्टर नहीं चलेगा और कोई फटकी आवाज आएगी और उसी से मैं चल बसूंगा. This day-to-day dramas is what gets you, I feel. And so it sort of explores that and stays light. It doesn't get too hyper.
I think just to add to that also, I feel Sai had always said this, Rani, from the beginning, that this was a concern of his from day one on the set. Even I remember, he used to keep talking about what are we really, I mean, it's so casual in the sense that, there's nothing major happening,
I was worried.
How are we going to get the sur of that correct? He used to always talk about this. He was always talking about this. And I feel that it is a challenge. It is a challenge with the writing. It's a challenge with the acting, with the chemistry that you're creating for people to actually believe these people are real. At the same time, while it is light, there are things that you are saying through this. Yes, it is urban. It's your and my family, for example. But It's not like your and my family do not have things that are coming up in socio-cultural context. For example, the gender roles. Even Vikrant and Akanksha. Okay. What is a mother doing who's going to work, who has 3 children? What is ambition? Okay, not okay. How do those gender roles play out in today's world? The family itself, the construct of family, the modern family, the joint family, couples in general, relationships, love, whatever it may be. The generational difference. Akanksha is going back to work in a place which is a startup, which is full of these children. I won't give away too much.
So she's,
How is she going to deal with that? It's young Gen Z kids, which I can tell you, Rani, I have no clue. Gen Z, Y, X, W, I have no idea who they are.
Really?
So it's definitely exploring all these.
I say the same word.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's not like it's got nothing to say. Of course, it's got plenty to say. But like Cyrus was saying, in the West, this has been done so successfully. I mean, there are so many slice of life shows, what you call slice of life.
Good writing.
Yeah,
really good writing.
Exactly.
And see, like for example, now I see all my friends who have kids. They are far, far more hands-on as fathers than even just 25 years ago, 20 years ago. Vikrant is looking after kids, but he doesn't want to listen to his wife. He doesn't want to listen to the way he was brought up. So he wants to come up with his own innovative ways to handle his kids. He's dealing with a daughter who now is getting rebellious. He is seeing things that he had in himself, in his daughter, which he doesn't like or likes. You know what I mean? So he's dealing with those dramas. He's understanding he may be right or wrong. So those internal changes in life and growing up also in many ways is what this season is exploring pretty interestingly.
Parenting.
You know,
what you said right now.
Parenting.
Yes,
बड़ा मुश्किल है
yes,
भाई. I
yes.
see my friends. They look like pandas.
Mm.
They haven't slept. They react.
But for me Potluck की अगर बात करें तो couple of things जो मुझे बहुत interesting लगे. Number one, good with OTT because international जो consumption है content का वो बहुत ज़्यादा masses में भी हो गया है. So ये content जो है वो हमें Indian setup में relatable लगेगा. That is number one. Number two, when I was looking at the trailer, मुझे suddenly 2001 याद आया. You know, उससे पहले वो जो middle class या lower middle class stories चल रही थी Indian cinema की अगर मैं बात करूँ, all of a sudden एक film आती है दिल चाहता है जो first world problems मुझे दिखाते हैं और मुझे उसने पहली बार बताया कि साउथ बॉम्बे के ड्राइंग रूम में 3 दोस्त बैठकर कैसे बात करते हैं. इट वाज वेरी वेरी एक्साइटिंग फॉर मी, यू नो. सो ये उस लेवल का नहीं है, लेकिन यहाँ एक जो मेजर ग्रुप एक सेट है सोसाइटी का जो कि अर्बन है, वो कैसे बात करते हैं, उनकी लाइफ की प्रॉब्लम्स या उनके ड्रामा कैसे होते हैं, वो बहुत ही आसानी से वो यू नो इन अ वेरी सिंपल लैंग्वेज मुझे देखने को मिल रही है, व्हिच इज वेरी नाइस. एंड ये एक अच्छा एस्पिरेशन होगा. इवन अगर कोई ऑडियंस बैठ के कानपुर या बरेली में आपका कंटेंट कंज्यूम कर रही है, उसके लिए एक अच्छा एस्पिरेशन होगा. सो वो है. एंड कैरेक्टर्स यार दे आर लवली.
और रानी लोग तो वही है ना. सीनियर शास्त्री आपको क्या पता कहाँ से हैं, वैसे ही अंकल है जो क्या कर रहे हो, थके हुए लगते हो, हैं क्या करना है तुम्हें लाइफ में. यू नो द इंडिया इज सो पर्सनल कि बिना आप किसी को जाने तीसरे क्वेश्चन में शुरू हो जाते हैं कि चल शादी नहीं करनी, बच्चे नहीं है तुम्हारे, क्या करते हो. यू नो ही इज दैट. The mother is always that मैंने तुम्हें छोड़ ही देना चाहिए था, I should never married you, बेवकूफ हो तुम सब. The elder brother dealing with the fact that he thinks he has all the answers, then slowly realizing he may not have all the answers. या उसको अपने ही पैंतरे हैं, अलग चीजें कुछ करनी है क्योंकि उसकी अपनी आइडेंटिटी दब जाती है इस घर में, यू नो. तो लोग, मुझे लगता है ये आजकल लोग वही रहते हैं, पर्सनैलिटीज वही रहती है. एंड आई कैन सी द फेमिलियरिटी. बस एक कमरे से दूसरे कमरे आपने उन लोगों को डाल दिया है, उनकी सर्कमस्टेंसेस, कहीं एसी है कहीं पंखा है, लोग तो वही
लोग वही. लेकिन यहाँ
वही है.
That's very true.
Sorry Rani.
That's a very good point that Sai has brought up, that there's a universality to human nature, you know, whether you place it in Bareilly or you place it in Mumbai or you place it in South Mumbai or wherever you place it. But at the same time, I think to respond to what you were saying, I do feel that we do, and I don't know if Sai agrees with me, we do shy away from, which I've always wondered about, telling our own stories, you know. I think Farhan and Zoya and all these people took the plunge and started doing that, around the time that you mentioned. But why do we shy away from telling stories about our lives? You know?
Yeah, no, you're right. No, Zoya really tells it well. You know, like Dil Dhadakne Do is I have no understanding of the financial, like the position that these people enjoy, but emotionally, I completely understand who these people are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're on a boat. I'm sitting in my house. Someone else is sitting in a smaller home. Someone else is a bigger home. But the people are the same.
And also, a change चाहिए था Cyrus and Ira. मतलब
I think so.
It's very refreshing, you know. It's very refreshing. मैं हो गया वो उस तरह, बहुत देख लिया मैंने, you know. मुझे कुछ तो अलग दो.
अलग तो मतलब हमें सब जरूरत है. बहुत सारे शो जहाँ पे अलग-अलग वैरायटी और अलग-अलग कहानियां बताई जाएं और अलग-अलग कल्चर दिखाए जाए, which is happening and it's nice. It should keep happening. And you're right, these are tough to write because there's no major dramatic movement to happen. अभी हमारे पॉटलक में भी ना अगर सीजन का बना दे कि एट द एंड ऑफ द शो एक बहुत बड़ा मतलब तूफान आने वाला है, न्यूज में चल रहा है, then it ends in that तूफान, you know what I mean? But here नहीं है तूफान.
It's high time we need to change this whole image of कि Indian content OTT पर ऐसा ही होता है. बहुत कुछ हो सकता है because and it should because हमारे पास ही तो कहानियां हैं, हम ही तो सबसे बड़े ड्रामेबाज हैं, तो हमारी कहानियां तो बननी चाहिए और देखनी चाहिए. So congratulations and I am really looking forward for 24th of Feb सोने लिव पर Potluck season 2 के लिए.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rani. It was so much fun chatting with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
92